We're here with Michelle Lee West and Kent Bazemore, fresh off the golf course from the KPMG Pro-Am. Michelle, I'll start with you. What was the day like playing with this one here next to you?
Oh, so much fun. I mean, it's always fun playing with Kent, and this golf course is amazing. We had a great time. I'm glad the storm stayed away. We got all 18 in.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Kent, I know, long-time Atlanta Hawk, everyone here is excited to have you. Had you played here before, and what was the experience like?
Oh, yeah, I played back in the day, about 2-3 years ago, but it's been a while since I've been out here. But amazing event. Glad I could be out and be a part. Michelle, I came and watched Michelle at the U.S. Open up at the Olympics. She was like, "Hey, can you play?" I was like, "What? Am I in town?" Of course. So glad I could come out and be a part. Big fan of a lot of ladies out here, and glad I could kind of see them in person. I'm a fan just like everybody else.
Well, we're a fan of you, and we were especially a fan of a nice picture we saw out there on Instagram back in April of you wearing, I think, Michelle's second pride and joy after Kenna, the cotton candy tie-dyed hoodie. You've got one right here. How did you get hooked into this program, and what are your thoughts on what Michelle has done with this hoodie?
Well, actually, her husband, Johnny, we're colleagues of sorts. We worked together this year. So he ran the idea by us, and I love supporting anyone first of all, but I've been a big fan of Michelle's for a very long time, way back in the day. When she was she's the premier Nike athlete on the golf course, so been a big fan, and just that 1 degree of separation put me right there next to her, and I was excited to kind of wear the hoodie and get it out there. It took off actually. I was really floored by the response.
That leads me to my question, Michelle. We'll have some details for people later this week about sales and everything, but I think this has been bigger than any of us imagined. And a lot of it comes back to Kent and Damien and everyone who's been supporting it. What has this last couple of months been like?
Oh, it's been wild. I mean, I remember calling Roberta and being like, I have this crazy idea. And she's like, okay. And she just jumped right on board and believed it from the get-go. And Roberta and her team at the LPGA worked day and night trying to get this figured out. I mean, did not make it easy for them. But, it's amazing when you have such a great item, and especially going towards such a great cause, and seeing how everyone has supported it. And the craziest thing about it is that the large and extra larges were sold out first, and they keep selling out over and over again. And it's just so amazing to see the support of dads wearing it, male figures wearing it. And I remember just waking up into 100 messages, and when Kent and Damien wore it, going on the plane, it just really blew up in the most viral way possible, and really got the word out there. So we're, really grateful for support from the NBA players and, friends like such.
Mm-hmm. Well, absolutely take it. Thank you so much, Kent. We'll open it up to any questions. Maybe start over here with Steve.
Hey, Michelle, good to see you again. It was at this event in Minneapolis when a lot of people thought, wow, we might never see her again. How refreshing is it, and how inspiring is it, not just to be back at this event, but to be back, period?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that KPMG travels and, we're not back at Hazeltine, because that would have brought up some memories. But, I'm just... I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be back out here. I know I'm on borrowed time. I know that every shot it matters to me more than anyone can ever imagine. When I last played at KPMG, it really just struck me now that was the last time. I really didn't think I would ever touch a golf club ever again. So to be back out here, just playing for fun, and more on top of that, being able to play competitively again, that's just wild to me, and I'm just eternally grateful for the opportunity to do it again.
It's liberating, Michelle, to play without the burden of expectations that you carried for so long.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel any different because I still carry the same expectations for myself, but it does have a different feel to it, knowing that you might have not played ever again. So just coming out with a fresh start, a fresh perspective on everything, it really makes it a lot more fun.
Can you talk about coming back as an athlete?
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's from an injury or anything like that, and kind of the grit that it takes to do that.
Yeah, it's real. Anytime you're trying to get back, myself too. Last 2 years, been on 3 teams, I've had 2 kids. So you talk about the grind of just life. As a fan, when you're watching someone play golf or play baseball, play football, we just see them on the court, the field, the course. But there's so many other factors in your life that goes into the finished product, and Anytime you have a setback with something that you put so much time into, it definitely dings you. You know, you get going, you get in the groove, you find out who you are as a person, as an athlete, and then it gets taken away from you. You know, you got to start from scratch and, biting the bullet of putting your ego aside and, really, coming back up. The word to you was grateful. You know, we get to play our sport at the highest level, with the best of the best. So just being able to do that and the challenge of, getting back to who you were, suddenly, it takes over and it makes it all fun again.
All right, we'll go down to Clay. Sorry. I almost had called you Kent. You would like that.
Hey, guys. I'm Clay Cripps with U.S. Kids Golf. We deal a lot with young players who are obviously looking to play sports at the highest level. I'd be curious of your advice to either young golfers or just young athletes in general, Kent. What's your advice for them to get to the next level?
It's a long journey, filled with ups and downs. I think timing is everything, opportunity, but your preparation is key. There's so many different vices for kids these days, so many different sports. The world's gotten so much smaller with social media. You see a kid get thrown, a little girl ball handling. Now, thrown on Instagram or Sports Center Instagram, she got, 150,000 followers. So people following her for the rest of her life. So, but just stay true to who you are. The world's going to try to change you. People are going to try to tell you to, be a certain way. They're going to try to paint a picture for you. They're going to try to, tell you, what you're thinking. But stay true to yourself. Continue to grind and, believe in yourself.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's, like Ken said, it's about opportunity. It's about, timing and having the resources. And, that's why this hoodie is so important to me and the LPGA and to Roberta and to Renee Powell. Hopefully it'll help give more kids the opportunity to get access to the sport. As we all know, it's not the cheapest game to get into. There's a lot of walls to get past, so hopefully this can break down some barriers and give more access and resources and opportunity. Because if that opportunity wasn't given to me, if I didn't have the resources to fly to the mainland and, play in the USGA events or go to the LPGA events, if, I didn't have people that, supported me, believed in me, I wouldn't be where I am today, no matter how talented or good I was at the sport. So it's all about, equity into the game and into our youth.
We're going to go to, Clay, I need to move on. We're going to go to Zoom. I know you guys have limited time. Shane Ryan, feel free to unmute and ask a question from Golf Digest.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you, Shane. Go ahead.
Great. So Ken, this is a question actually for both of you. Ken, as a longtime fan of Michelle, if Michelle were an NBA player, who would she be? And Michelle, the same question as a fan of Kent. If Kent were an LPGA player, who would he be? And you can't use each other, I guess, is my only other thing.
I'll go Jeremy Lin. Solid. Yeah, I'll go with Jay Lin. Great guy, really in the community. Very invested, great heart, great spirit. So a lot of parallels there.
Sorry, Jeremy Lin.
Oh, come on.
Very unathletic. You see, try to throw a ball at me. Okay, LPGA player. Do we have any lefties?
Yeah, Caitlin Dambaugh.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah?
Yeah, Caitlin Dambaugh. Lefty, great ball striker, great putter. He had some good putts today. Really powerful, great feel. But yeah, we had a great day today.
All right, I got to meet Caitlin.
Well, I think we can do that. Thanks so much, Shane. We're going to move on to Kent Paisley. Kent, you can unmute. Except I think the internet just crashed.
Uh-oh.
Are we still recording here? We're still recording. All right, we're still recording. Sorry, Kent. Roberta, did you have any questions or anything you wanted to pipe in with while we try to get the Zoom back up?
I just wanted to say, Michelle, thank you so much for your leadership. You're so gracious about it, but this campaign has really been on your back and your vision, and it's been amazing. And thank you for bringing Kent out today. Ken, I got to ask, though, if you could put together your ideal foursome, who would be on that?
Ooh. We're talking just
I'll
want me to be
answer it however
specific?
you'd like.
Since I'm at an LPGA event, I'll go all ladies. Obviously, Michelle. We'll do a 2v2 versus We'll go against the Corda sisters. I'm a big fan of them, so we go 2v2 versus them.
I like that.
I think
yeah, we got them.
Yeah.
Well,
Bring it on, Cordas.
Speaking of the Cordas, we're going to say thanks to you because we've got Nelly out here waiting in the sun.
All right.
But thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Kent, for helping us kick off this campaign. It was a lot
it's
of fun.
going to be a great week. Hopefully this weather holds up, but welcome to Atlanta.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.